Planet Vegeta hangs in the void of space, unaware of its impending doom tonight. Bardock flees the battlefield, wounded and desperate to save his only infant son. He reaches the nursery, where baby Kakarot sleeps peacefully in his incubation pod. Bardock stares at the child for a long moment, blood dripping from his brow. "You're not dying on this rock. Not you." Without hesitation, Bardock programs a two-seater escape pod for the distant planet Earth. Frieza launches his Supernova attack, intended to wipe the entire Saiyan race out. Bardock feels the heat behind him as their pod blasts into the atmosphere. He doesn't look back. He can't afford to. Planet Vegeta explodes into a billion pieces, lighting up the cold, dark galaxy. Inside the pod, Bardock watches the fireball of his homeworld slowly fade. His fists tighten, his jaw locks, but his eyes stay dry. Saiyans don't cry. Not even now. Months pass as the pod travels through the silent, star-filled vacuum of space. The pod enters Earth's atmosphere, turning into a streaking fireball over the mountains. A massive crash shakes the forest, leaving a deep, smoking crater in the soil. Grandpa Gohan approaches the site, curious about the strange object from the stars. The pod door hisses open, revealing a battle-hardened warrior holding a small baby. Gohan offers a warm smile, calming the tense Saiyan who had expected enemies. "Well now, that's quite an entrance. The little one doesn't seem to mind, though." Bardock stares at the old man, reading him in an instant. No threat, no malice, just warmth. "This planet, is it safe?" "Safe enough for a good life," Gohan says simply. Bardock realizes this peaceful world is the perfect hiding place for his young son. Years later, Bardock has traded his armor for Earth clothes to blend in better. He still keeps the red headband, some things you don't let go of. Young Goku trains under his father's watchful eye, displaying incredible strength for his age. "Again!" Bardock orders. Goku throws the punch. "Faster!" Goku throws it again. "Better! Now do it 1,000 more times!" Bardock warns Goku never to look at the full moon during their night training. "You look up at that moon, Kakarot, and I won't be able to protect anything around us. Neither will you. Remember that." The two Saiyans spar, their movements too fast for any normal human to see. Bardock remembers his lost comrades, Tora, Fasha, Orgos, Shagesh, their faces still sharp in his mind. He vows to one day avenge their deaths against Frieza. An army of tanks arrives at their peaceful home, seeking the mysterious Dragon Balls. Bardock stands alone against the entire battalion, his presence alone terrifying the soldiers. He cracks his neck and sighs. "You people have no idea what you just walked into." With a single energy blast, Bardock vaporizes the lead tank in a flash. Goku joins the fight, grinning ear to ear, using his power pole to dismantle the remaining enemy forces. "Dad, save some for me!" "Then move faster," Bardock says without looking back. The Red Ribbon Army is defeated in minutes, their global threat completely neutralized forever. Bardock decides to help Goku gather the Dragon Balls to test his son's power. They encounter the legendary Shenron, the great dragon who can grant any single wish. The sky goes black, and the massive serpent fills the heavens. Even Bardock pauses at the sight. "Speak your wish," Shenron booms. Bardock refuses to wish for immortality, believing a true Saiyan earns his own strength. "I don't need a dragon to make me stronger." Goku wishes for his grandfather's safety, ensuring Gohan lives a long, happy life. "I wish for Grandpa Gohan to live a long, safe life. He deserves it more than anyone." Bardock watches his son quietly. The boy has a softness he never had. He decides that's not a weakness. Peace returns briefly, but a dark shadow from the past soon begins to stir. King Piccolo releases his demonic offspring to hunt down the world's strongest martial artists. Bardock senses a foul energy and knows that a true demon has finally arrived. His eyes narrow. "Kakarot, stay here." "But Dad," "I said, stay." He finds the Demon King at his palace, preparing to take over the world. The Demon King mocks the Saiyan, unaware of the raw power he faces tonight. "A mortal dares enter my domain. You must have a death wish." Bardock doesn't respond. He just raises his fist. Bardock punches Piccolo so hard, the demon is sent flying through 3 stone walls. Desperate, King Piccolo uses his full power, but he cannot touch the veteran warrior. Every strike misses, every blast is swatted aside. Piccolo's confidence crumbles in real time. "You call yourself a king?" Bardock says, almost bored. "I've fought soldiers stronger than you before breakfast." Bardock ends the fight with his final spirit cannon, obliterating the Demon King entirely. Goku arrives to see the aftermath, realizing how far he must go to match his father. He stands in the rubble, staring at the scorched crater where a tyrant used to be. Bardock turns to his son, telling him the real threats come from the stars. "This planet's monsters are nothing, Kakarot. The thing that killed our people is still out there." Years of training follow, and Goku grows into a powerful adult under Bardock's tutelage. The gap between them shrinks every day, and Bardock notices. He says nothing, but there's pride behind those hard eyes. A new space pod enters Earth's atmosphere, carrying the long-lost brother of Kakarot. Raditz steps out, his scouter detecting 2 massive power levels nearby on the planet. He grins. "Well, well, looks like baby brother's been busy." He finds the duo in the mountains, stopping dead in his tracks with shock. Raditz cannot believe his father is still alive after the destruction of their world. The arrogance drains from his face. "Father? That's impossible. You were supposed to be dead." "Sorry to disappoint you," Bardock says flatly. Bardock welcomes his oldest son, but warns him that Earth is no longer Frieza's territory. "If you're here on Frieza's orders, turn around now. This planet is ours." Raditz tries to assert dominance, but Bardock quickly pins him to the rocky ground. "Don't test me, boy. I didn't raise you, but I can still put you in your place." Goku watches, surprised to learn he has a brother and a heritage of conquest. "Dad, you never told me I had a brother." "There's a lot I haven't told you. Sit down." Bardock convinces Raditz to abandon Frieza and join them in their quest for revenge. Raditz resists at first, but the fear in his own eyes gives him away. He was never loyal to Frieza. He was just afraid. Raditz reveals that Prince Vegeta and Nappa are already on their way to Earth. Bardock's expression darkens. "How long?" "1 year, maybe less." "Then we train. All of us. No excuses." The 3 Saiyans begin the most intense training Earth has ever seen to prepare. 2 pods crash into the city, marking the arrival of the Saiyan elites today. Vegeta steps out, his scouter immediately exploding from the massive power levels nearby. He stares at the broken device in disbelief. "What the?" Bardock leads his sons to meet the prince, his red headband fluttering in the wind. Vegeta is insulted that a low-class soldier like Bardock is still alive and breathing. "Bardock, a low-class dog who should have died with the rest of the garbage. and yet here you stand." "Here I stand," Bardock replies. "Can you say the same in 10 minutes?" The battle begins, and Goku takes on Nappa, outclassing the giant Saiyan easily. Nappa swings wild. Goku moves like water. Every blow hits air. "Damn you!" Nappa roars. "You're too slow," Goku says, not with arrogance, but with honesty. Bardock and Vegeta clash, their power shaking the very foundations of the earth below. Every punch sends shockwaves across the sky. The clouds split apart. Vegeta realizes that Bardock's hidden potential has surpassed his own royal bloodline's limits. The prince grits his teeth. This wasn't supposed to be possible. Not from a low class. Never from a low class. Goku uses the Kaioken to finish Nappa, leaving the giant defeated on the ground. Vegeta retreats, terrified by the sheer strength of the family he once despised greatly. He doesn't say a word as his pod launches. His silence says everything. Bardock decides it is time to take the fight directly to Frieza's home base. No more waiting, no more hiding, we end this. They use a modified Namekian ship to travel to the planet Namek for confrontation. Upon landing on Namek, they find Frieza's forces terrorizing the local peaceful villagers. "Same thing, every planet, the same thing," Bardock mutters, his voice low and dangerous. Bardock and Goku tear through the Ginyu Force with terrifying, unmatched speed and power. The so-called elites fall like paper. Frieza emerges from his ship, enraged that his plans are being systematically dismantled. "Who dares?" Then he sees the headband, the scarred face, the eyes that refuse to kneel. "You," Frieza whispers, and for just a fraction of a second, something flickers across his face. "You should have died with your planet." "I get that a lot," Bardock says. He transforms immediately into his final form, sensing the danger these Saiyans pose now. Bardock steps forward, finally face to face with the monster who destroyed his whole race. His heart pounds, not from fear, from years of waiting. "This is for Tora, for Fasha, for every Saiyan you murdered while they slept." The fight is brutal, with Frieza gaining the upper hand through his cruel techniques. He's faster in this form, stronger. He fights with the cold precision of someone who has never known desperation. Frieza prepares a death beam for Goku, but Bardock jumps in the way instead. The beam tears through his chest. He drops to one knee. "Dad!" Goku screams. "Still standing," Bardock gasps, blood on his teeth. "Now show him, Kakarot! Show him what we are!" Seeing his father fall, Goku's rage finally breaks the legendary Saiyan barrier tonight. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan, his power level skyrocketing beyond all known limits. The ground cracks beneath him, the sky burns gold. Frieza steps back for the first time in his life. What are you?" But Bardock isn't done yet. He stands up, fueled by his own internal rage. Every memory, his dead crew, his destroyed planet, the years of hiding, it all ignites at once. The legendary transformation occurs twice as Bardock also ascends to the Super Saiyan level. Father and son, standing side by side, blazing gold against the Namekian sky. "You wanted to know what we are?" Bardock says, his voice steady now. "We're what happens when you let a Saiyan survive." Together, father and son launch a combined energy wave that dwarfs Frieza's own power. Frieza screams. For the first time in his existence, he knows what fear feels like. Frieza is consumed by the light, his empire ending in a single glorious moment. The Saiyans stand victorious, finally bringing peace to the galaxy and their own souls. Bardock looks at his son. Goku looks back. No words, just a nod. That's enough. It was always going to be enough.